everyone. My reflection today is on Psalm 121. I lift my eyes to the hills. From whence comes my help? My help comes from the Lord, who made heaven and earth. He will not let your foot be moved. He who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is your keeper. The Lord is your shade on your right hand. The sun shall not smite you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all evil. He will keep your life. The Lord will keep your going out and your coming in, from this time forth and forevermore. God's Word. The title of this reflection is God's Providence. During these quarantine days, we often hear from family and friends who are concerned for our safety and well-being, instructing us to stay safe or keep safe, and we honor their prayers. We stay home, we wear face masks, wash our hands while singing the Lord's Prayer instead of Happy Birthday twice, keep social distance, avoid crowds, and take all other necessary precautions. But deep in our hearts, we know that the help that we really need to be safe comes not from ourselves, nor from our family nor friends, but only from the Lord. Ultimately, it's God's providence which preserves us. Our Christian journey is not a quiet escape to the garden, where we can walk and talk uninterruptedly with the Lord. Nothing can be further from the truth. The moment we say no to the world and yes to God, we come face to face with reality. For many of us, the first great surprise of the Christian life is in the form of troubles and trials. It is not what we had expected. We had expected something quite different, setting our minds in our Christian walk. We are rudely awakened when we cry out help. We lift our eyes to the hills, and surprisingly offers of help appear, instant and numerous, most times unsolicited and unreliable. It is the psalmist who points to the true north. Our help comes from the Lord who made heaven and earth. True help comes from the Creator, not the creation. The promise of the psalm is not that we shall not stub our toes. Our faith life does not exempt us from difficulties, but that no serious injury, no illness, no distress will have harm or evil power over us. That is to separate us from God. What is promised for us is the preservation from all harm and evil through these difficulties. That is one good reason for getting into the habit of praying the sixth petition in the Lord's Prayer. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, and seize on the promise of answered prayer daily. Our keeper, the Lord, is a present help every step of our faith journey. No amount of trouble in the world can harm us. From the time of our rebirth to the time of our death, none of these troubles that we encounter have any power to get between us and God. None of this can separate us from God's love, call, and purpose in us. Every step of our walk, we know we are accompanied by God. We know we are preserved by God. We know we are kept by Him. We are in a place of ultimate safety. No matter what doubts we endure, what accidents we experience, He surrounds us in His providential care. We can learn from the psalmist who defines the conditions under which we live out our lives. God. Our faith is not a walk in the path. Neither is it an unending battle against threatening forces that may break through and overpower us. It is the solid, massive experience of God who keeps us, preserves us, protects us, who keeps our life safe, who keeps our going out and coming in from this time forth and forevermore. Father God, You are our keeper. Help us to keep our hearts and minds inclined towards You, for in Your presence we are in a safe place, and there's no better place to be. Amen.